And good morning, or late morning, Southwest Louisiana. Today is Saturday, December 19th, 2020. Welcome to this segment of Weather Roundup with Joe. Taking a look at here is the multi overlay with color coded surface temperatures along with radar, and you see the cold front there stretching through central and west Texas there, southwest Texas. And I'll put this into motion here, and you'll notice you see the yellows here on your map, on the temperature map here. Uh, that's your warm sector, uh, the warm air intrusion, and you can watch this line band of showers and embedded thunderstorms. And you see the lightning detection here noted, but as I put all this into motion here, you'll see the warm sector start to extend into southwest Louisiana. Now, there is no hashed area for organized severe weather for southwest Louisiana. However, here in southeast Texas, basically from High Island, Houston, all the way down to south of Corpus Christi, includes Rockport, Seadrift, Port Lavaca, etc., etc. That is under a low end marginal risk, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a few spouts spin up offshore there, especially across Galveston Bay there. Uh, but overall, uh, it's not expected. So let's put this into motion now, and this is from go from 6:43 a.m. until 10:45 a.m. And you can see the general progression of this band is northeast, but it is sliding very slowly to the east and southeast there. So uh, you see as the warm air begins to filter in from the Gulf as we get daytime heating, and don't expect a whole lot of instability. Uh, Given that, uh, probably not going to see any severe organized severe weather. However, uh, we could see a few thunderstorms become rather robust as we move through the afternoon and evening. Once this stuff starts to fire up and that line gets to us, so not really too concerned overall for severe weather. Um, Next week, don't think we're going to see any severe weather either. Uh, Models are still split on the intensity of any thunderstorm activity. It's still not out of the question, but uh, we'll see as time moves forward. There is still some discrepancies in timing of next week's front, whether it's going to come in on the 23rd or on the 24th on Christmas Eve. The Euro's trending a little bit slower than the GFS, so uh, we'll see what happens. Uh, Regardless, temperatures plummet once again after next week's front. It's going to be cold at night. A lot of us will probably see freezes again, right at freezing temperatures, probably below. Um, so temperature-wise, it'll certainly feel like Christmas. Uh, don't expect any of the white stuff. Moisture's going to outrun the 540 line and the colder air, so uh, Therefore, any precip that does occur is going to be well above freezing. That's not to say North Louisiana and Arkansas might not see some possibly sleet, but I don't even think that much is going to occur next week. So, and if you're wishing for a white Christmas, not this year. Maybe next year. I think it'll be better set up for it with an El Nino, and we'll have colder and wetter than average uh, temperatures and precip. So nothing doing this year, nothing doing with this front or the next one. Um, we're still on tap for a cold Christmas. Uh, Looked ahead for New Year's on the long range models, and New Year's looks to be much the same. Be cold, but should have mostly sunny skies. A few clouds. We'll have another frontal passage right before New Year's Eve, and excuse me. And once again, temperature's going to drop. So, and preceding these fronts, you're probably going to expect some morning fog or afternoon fog uh, before these fronts arrive, um, depending on how the wind's set up. So we'll just have to take it day by day and see how the model's set up, and we'll go from there. So back to the map here, and you see this line progressing, and you can see the thunderstorms starting to flare up across southeast Texas here. And I'm going to take away the 2-meter temp fill here, just to give you a little better clarity. And down here we're going to have a surface low somewhere out here developing in the northwest Gulf of Mexico, and that's going to eject northeast once again, and uh, that's going to enhance some activity along the coastal parishes and probably through parts of southeast Louisiana. And I'm going to go ahead and pause this when it gets to the end of the loop here. Actually, let's go to current. So you can see an intensity starting to increase with some of these thunderstorms. So right now we're going to take away the rain. Let's take away lightning detection here and hide. And there's your low. It's going to track up to the northeast. So what I really want to take a look at here is precip forecast. And you can see generally it's not too bad. Actually, let's take a look at 24 hours. So generally it's not too bad. Anywhere from a half to maybe inch and 3/4. I see some models on the TV models there that their RPM models were indicating much more. That RPM model is I've never trusted that model. It's always blown way too many forecasts. I think they're getting away from that and going to the graph model now, which we don't have that. But when in doubt, I always default to the official NOAA forecast, and uh, NOAA is usually very close. So uh, again, some of these heavier thunderstorms could drop up to a half-inch rain, quarter to a half-inch. If you get them training over the same areas, uh, then you may see, inch and 3/4 in some places, but for the most part, it's going to be a non-event. I don't think we're going to see, any flooding issues. Um, when these thunderstorms do come through, that rain is going to be very heavy at times, uh, but it's not going to last for very long. So again, use caution if you're going to be out on the roads tonight, or this afternoon and evening, as this stuff starts to ramp up and move through. Uh, the heavier rains will reduce visibility out on the roads. So be safe. Use extra time to get to your destinations. Uh, don't follow closely. A lot of people like to tailgate out there and drive 90 miles an hour on the interstate. Slow it down, back it off. Use common sense. I know you want to live, and I know there's other people that like to continue living as well. Don't be the cause of an accident. Slow down, back it off. Highway safety is just as equally important as weather safety. They go hand in hand uh, in this situations like that. So again, use some common sense and get to where you're going safely, and make sure that you're not the cause of someone else not reaching their destination. So as this front moves through, temperatures will start to drop a bit. I'm not going to see a whole lot of change. Uh, we'll see some cooler temperatures moving forward after the frontal passage. Um, but generally, uh, low 60s to mid 40s at night, and we're not going to see a big cool down again until we get closer towards Christmas Eve, and that next front comes through sometime next Wednesday night. So uh, again, Christmas Eve night, uh, temperatures are generally going to be low to mid 30s, depending on where you are. Right now, National Weather Service does have a slight chance of showers in the forecast. So, uh, depending where the 540 line is, where that freeze layer is, how close it is to the ground, uh, you, you could, well, not going to say you're going to see any flakes, but some people could probably hear some pings on their metal roofs. Uh, Maybe some really small pellets of sleet or grapple. So uh, don't expect any accumulations of it. Hold on just 1 second here. There we go. So if you're lucky enough to get a little bit of that, rejoice, because that's all you're gonna get. You probably not, won't even notice it. It'll be in the wee hours of the morning, if at all. So uh, regardless, and don't take that out of context, folks. You're not getting snow. You're not getting sleet in any measurable amounts. In fact, I think the moisture uh, basically outruns the freezing air, and therefore not going to happen. So I've seen sleet fall with temperatures in the low 40s at the surface. That freezing layer is down closer to the surface uh, in the atmosphere, about 1,000, 1,500 feet up. So, again, it's not out of the realm of possibility that, some people could see a few sleet pellets, but don't bet on it and don't hold your breath. You might not like the result. So, with that said, uh, with this first front, nothing doing. We'll take a look at 5 days over the next 5 days, and there you see, and see, this is what uh, the knuckleheads at the TV stations are put, where they put these 5-day forecast graphics up for your projected rainfall, and then they want to mislead you and say, oh, this is coming over the next 24 hours with this cold front. No, negative. Okay, this is over the next 5 days. So understand that. Uh, we got the next front coming in. Um, this is picking up on both of these events. So you got to split the difference. I already showed you what's coming over the next 24 hours, which would be with this front, and then we clear things out until Wednesday. So again, you know, we know how the news media, they seldom tell the truth. Well, some of these knuckleheads, it's getting into the weather now, and that's where I draw the line. And I have no issues with calling some of them out. Uh, you know, I'm not going to steer you wrong. Never have. Ever since I've been doing this, uh, it's been going on a decade on social media now. So there's a reason I'm trusted. There's a reason why I continually give you accuracy. It's because you deserve accuracy. So, with that said, you can see some of these 1.5 to 2 inch totals starting to move in uh, over the next 5 days. So this will be split between these two fronts. So again, some of the rain tonight could be heavy at times, uh, but not going to see any flooding issues. Uh, not going to see any issues with area rivers. Uh, Probably some ponding on the roadways that'll make driving a little bit hazardous, which is why I say slow it down, back off, don't be tailgating people, give yourself a little extra room to stop. You know the drill. So as we move forward, uh, nothing's really gonna be too much of an issue. Severe weather-wise, uh, still up in the air, up for debate for next week's cold front. Uh, right now is 50-50, a marginal risk at best. That could change. We'll see how things play out moving forward. But for right now, let's focus on this one, getting it in and getting it out of here. You can see this line stretches way down past the Texas-Mexico border. So it's coming, and we've already got some activity moving in to the border parishes there, Calcasieu, and up in the Beauregard there. Uh, so uh, again, uh, the heaviest stuff right now is still over in southeast Texas, encroaching around the Houston area, over towards Katy, and between there along I-10 and up through Conroe, Livingston, Corrigan. So, uh, good thing is, as of now, there's no watches or warnings in effect, and hopefully that stays just like it is throughout the day. But we'll see as this stuff starts to work in the night and this afternoon, and then we'll go from there. So I will be posting updates throughout the day as this stuff moves through, and that's going to do it for now. But thanks for watching, and be sure to smash that thumbs up like button, subscribe, and share. Get some positive algorithms going on here on YouTube and on Nazi Book there. You give us a thumbs up, and uh, you guys feel free to donate. Much appreciated, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching.